episode 5. It's so good.
Yes, I'm so glad you're watching it. It's my life right now. I know everyone here knows that, but I'm saying it again anyway. Just for posterity.
Well, that's gonna. You'll have that to haunt you forever in the recording.
That's fine. That's fine. Worse things have been recorded in here, I think, probably. Maybe.
Jeez. No, don't bring that up.
Also, for anyone who isn't in the Roll20 already, I've popped a link to that in the group chat. And I will just... I've lost the playlist. Oh, no, it's all fine. It's all good. It's groovy.
Hello, rhythm.
Here we go. Right. Okay. So, last session, the party made their way to the Golden Trout to look for Estes, hoping to enlist their help in defeating the Dreamless. On the way there, however, Orthan caught the attention of some guards. So ensued a chaotic chase throughout the streets of Manair Bay that finally culminated in Orthan being thrown into a jail cell, questioned as to the location of Juniper. Estes agreed to help you all, and so you led him back to Chateau de Christophe. Later, once the party had figured out Orthan was being detained in the jail, they naturally decided that the only thing to do was to break him out. While Farron and Bryn, or rather John and Charlotte, created a diversion, Grimsby snuck inside to give Orthan a potion of gaseous form, enabling him to float to safety. Having safely retrieved Orthan, the party returned to the chateau to prepare for their raid on the cultist base. Later that evening, you all headed for the cave entrance to the system of tunnels beneath Manair Bay, accompanied by Kanara and Gravox, a couple of thieves in the guild. You travelled for miles, descending deeper and deeper into the earth, until the tunnels started to become slimy and slippery, the rock coated in a foul-smelling slime. After travelling for some time, you came across something unsettling. A body, dried and desiccated. After another half hour, you found yourselves in a giant cave with a huge lake, pierced by outcroppings of dark rock. Before too long, you realised you weren't alone. Strange creatures hid lurking in the dark, monstrous lobster-like creatures who seemed none too happy about your presence. You felled one of the creatures, leaving only 2 left that you can see, but then, before you could start on one of the others, a wave appeared, as if from nowhere, surging into you all and dragging a handful of you out into the lake. And it is here we pick up. And we start with the monsters' turns. So they are going to move in. This one comes up towards Kanara. Upon reaching her, is going to use a multi-attack against her, which will be at advantage because she's prone. A reminder to everyone else in the water, you're all prone as well. The first attack will hit. And the second one is also going to hit. You watch as this tentacled lobster-like creature cuts its way through the water, heading straight for Kanara, and then clasps her in its claws and just squeezes, and you watch as kind of her skin opens up into these horrible cuts. It tries to clutch her, to keep her from being able to move out of its grip. And it succeeds. It seems that Kanara is successfully grappled by this creature. The other one, away over here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Still can't reach the rest of you, but you see as this monster turns a corner of one of the rocks. Grimsby, it appears to be making in your direction.
Oh dear.
All right, and that brings us to Kanara, who is going to try and escape this thing. And she fails. Let me double check. I should have grapple up, but I always forget. All right. Nearby, people nearby to Kanara watch as there's sort of a thrashing in the water as she tries to break out of its grip, but she just can't seem to get out of it. And that brings us around to Bryn. Bryn, what are you doing? You are stood on the. Oh no, you're in the water. You are in the water.
Can't she just swim back to shore?
Yes, you can. It will still. So the way I'm ruling it with being prone in water is that, like, mechanically it's the same. It takes half your movement to right yourself. It's just that, like, you're disoriented in the water and you're kind of having to regather yourself, regain your balance. So it will still take half your movement to right yourself, and then you can make your way back. Moving through water, so swimming, unless you're having swimming speed that dictates otherwise, your movement is halved.
So she can move like 2 squares?
I believe so, yeah. A reminder also to everyone on land that your movement is halved on land as well because of this thick, viscous slime that's just coating everything.
Oh, technically, if she uses her dash, does that allow her to still use extra movement then, in that case? Does it work for swimming? If she's only going to dash?
Yeah, I would say, just imagine that it's like, imagine you're in rough terrain, like movement rules still work the same. It's just that, you're at half speed because you're in the water. So I think dash should be, yeah.
Because if that's the case, then she will just use her dash to get to here, I guess, because I think as far as she can go if it's like 3 squares.
Okay.
Mathematically. Okay. Can I turn her?
Yes, you can. You may write her.
Going to get out her crossbow and prepare to shoot at this guy if he attacks Grimsby.
Okay. All right. And is that your turn?
I believe so. I'm pretty rusty, so you'll have to give me a minute to figure out what the hell Bryn can do.
That's all right. No worries. I think we're all in the same boat there. Okay. So that brings us to Eurus next, who is going to right himself and is going to step back onto the bank here. And he is going to cast a spell. He raises a hand and points it in the direction of... Oh, in fact, is he in range? I should double check that, shouldn't I? Yes, so he raises a hand and points in the direction of the creature currently grappling Kanara. And you hear him murmur a few words under his breath as those same, by now familiar scratches begin to open up all over his arms and what's exposed of his chest. The creature, it looks up at him as it makes a saving throw, which it fails. Sorry, 1 second. Oh, he rolled terribly for damage. Okay, you watch as this creature seems to be kind of almost like connected to Eurus, it seems. You can see like a faint line of red mist arching through the air between them, and then it gives a horrid hissing sound and kind of curls up in itself as he seems to drain a little of its life force away. And yeah, let me... Okay, so that brings us to... Oh, in fact, I'll mark off the damage it took. Okay. So, now it's Gravox's turn. He is going to raise his hand crossbow and he's going to shoot a bolt towards the creature attacking Kanara. Does anyone know actually if grappling gives the grappler cover?
I don't think so in the official rules, but you could make your own rule, I think.
Yeah, I would probably rule that makes sense. Okay, we'll say it gives half cover. All right. So he raises his crossbow, aims towards it, lets a bolt fly, and it goes well wide, burying itself into one of the rocks nearby, and kind of skimming like Kanara's hair as it does so. And that is... In fact, he is going to get behind Orphan, and that's his turn. And
Orphan only
now...
counts as half cover.
Sorry?
Orphan only counts as half cover.
It's better than none. All right. Grubs is going to use half of his movement to right himself now that it's his turn. I think his swim speed... Let me see if I can find it on Charles's sheet, actually. Okay, I'm not sure what his movement speed is in water, so I'm just going to rule that it's the same as on land for the moment.
Yeah.
That seems right. Okay, so that's... He is going to swim over to... He's 5 feet to swim to Kanara, where he is going to use the help action to sort of wedge his staff in there, hopefully helping her break out of the creature's grasp. And that, I think, is going to be his turn. So, Orphan, we're on to you.
I guess Orphan will attack this one by trying to lob a hand axe at it.
Sure.
Ooh.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay, I will. So that is 8 plus 7, which is 15.
That unfortunately does not hit.
He'll try lobbing his other hand axe at it just for fun.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, that's more like it. 24.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
That is 7.
7. Okay. Let me double check something quickly. That's fine. 7 damage. Okay. You throw your hand axe at this thing. The first one, again, goes wide and lands with a splash in the water. The second one hits home, however, and lodges itself in its exoskeleton. And you see it hissing and sort of wriggling in pain. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, that brings us around to Estes, who is going to cast Water Walk on himself. And then he is going to move 5, 10, 15, and that's as far as he can move at half speed. So that is Estes' turn. You watch as this sort of greenish glow appears around him and then settles at his feet in almost like ethereal-looking leafy boots as he begins to make his way towards the water. Okay. Bryn. Can you make a wisdom save for me, please?
That was a 10.
A 10. All right. Give me 1 second. I am just messaging you quickly.
Oh, Lord.
Uh-oh.
That's never a good sign.
You are cursed.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
I've heard this before.
Okay. That's that. Farron, it is your turn. Oh, never mind. Jane is away from the keyboard.
I'm back.
Oh, hello.
Back in the door when I had to say.
No problem. No problem. All right. So you're up next. What would you like to do? You are one of the few who made the save, so you are currently standing on the bank of the lake, looking out at all your friends who've just been sucked into the water.
Oh, okay. I did like a little distance check, and I thought I could maybe get the one near Kanara with Cloud of Daggers.
Okay.
It's a range of 60 feet, and I'm about 25, I think, away from the
Yeah.
sky.
You certainly can.
Let's mark that. There you go.
Okay.
Is it a roll of a D8 and a D20? I can't remember.
Let me double check. You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side, centered on a point you choose within range. A creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time or on a turn. Okay, so you don't need to make any kind of roll.
Okay.
It just automatically goes off. So I will just make a little square for you so that we know where the daggers are. That's not a very good color, actually. Let's go with something a bit bright. I'll just... Can people see that? The pink square?
Yes.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's where the cloud of daggers is. Okay, someone remind me, because we have this, I think it's with whatever the moon spell is called. My mind's going blank.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
Yeah, I think that has the same thing where it says when it enters the spell's area for a first time or starts its turn there, it takes damage. That includes now the moment it's cast, doesn't it? Because
Yeah, I
it's
think so.
entering the area for the first time. Okay, that's fine. All right. Well, in that case, Farron, go ahead and roll. Was that 4d4? Yeah, 4d4 slashing damage. So you roll a d4 4 times.
Okay. Goodness. All right. Hold on a second. So I guess this is the one that looks like a little pyramid.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
That would help. Okay. Okay. And I take it. I just pick. Hold on, because the point is going up the way.
When you roll it, you take the number at the very top of the pyramid. It's the same number all the way around.
Oh.
It's a weird dice. It's a weird dice.
Okay, well that was 1.
Okay.
Okay. Another 1.
Okay.
A 1.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And a 4.
Nice. Okay, so that was
Hey.
7 altogether.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, Magic. Are you doing anything else with your turn, or is that you?
I don't know. Could I maybe be cheeky and like cast some vicious mockery at it?
I don't think so. Yeah. So vicious mockery is an action.
Oh,
And also, I believe you can't cast 2 spells in a turn, even if one of them is a bonus action, unless one of them is a cantrip. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So the only time you can cast 2 spells in one turn is if one's an action, one's a bonus action, and one of them's a cantrip.
okay.
If that makes sense.
Vicious mockery, that is a cantrip, right? But because it's an action, I can't.
Yes.
Okay,
I think
fair
so.
enough.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do much else, so I will stop.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Grimsby. That brings us around to you.
So Grimsby can't swim, and he also can't cast any spells underwater because they all require verbal components.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just going to thrash wildly in the water, and if something comes near him that looks hostile, he's going to ready an attack to attack it with his sword.
Okay.
And that is
All right.
all he's going to do.
Okay. No problem. Right. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. All right, let me double check something very quickly. All right. So. All right. Orphan, Farron, and Grimsby, could you all make intelligence saving throws for me?
Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Ooh, nat 20 for Grimsby.
Nice. Okay.
He needed that.
I rolled off the desk. I'm crying again. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
21 with modifier.
Okay.
I'm glad it
Smart.
rolled off the desk now.
Oh my god. Okay, I rolled a 1.
Okay. All
Well,
right.
I feel that's
A
fair.
good start for your first D20 roll.
Equilibrium is restored.
Okay.
Like,
All
the
right.
Intelligence is the plus, the one in the tiny little box underneath the circle.
So for saving throws, it's Oh yeah, because you're For
Man, I wish
intelligence
Bryn had
saving
had that
throws,
one.
it'll be a little number inside the intelligence box. It'll say like saving throws, Arcana, History, blah 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 blah,
Yeah.
and it's the saving throws, the number next to saving throws you're after.
Okay, so that's a 1, so I guess I'm 2.
Okay, sure thing.
Not that it helps much.
You never know.
Okay, so let me double check something again. Sorry. I am also a little rusty.
Ooh.
Okay, Farron, you see another one of these horrible lobster-like creatures coming out of the water here
Okay.
and making straight for you. None of the rest of you can see this creature. But Farron, you see it. You know it's there. You can see like the water dripping from its horrible skeletal body as it's slowly making its way right towards you.
Oh.
And let me see. Okay, yeah. All right, and it is now these creatures' turns. The one attacking Kanara is going to attack again. And anyone who happens to be paying any attention right now will see it dig its claws right into her neck. And you see a spurt of blood just splash into the water, and Kanara is dead.
No.
I will turn her like so. You will see that her crimson blood seeping through the water. Grubbs is looking in shocked horror and sort of clutching his staff. And that... oh no, there's this guy as well. So he is going to... make for Grimsby. 5, 10, 15.
As soon as he's within 5 feet, Grimsby's taking a reaction attack against him.
Okay, go ahead and... oh, never mind. Yep, go ahead.
27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
That is 7 slashing damage to it.
Okay. All right, and it is in turn. As soon as your sword meets with it, it's also going to attack you.
Oh, sorry, I should have made that attack at disadvantage because I'm underwater. Sorry.
That's okay. Go ahead and roll again.
I think it still would have hit with a 21.
Yeah, that still hits. No problem.
Nice.
Okay. All right. It is going to multi-attack you, Grimsby. That's at advantage. The first is a 17 to hit.
That's my AC, yep.
Okay. The second is higher than that, so that hits as well.
Yep.
Okay. That is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Owie.
And you are grappled.
There's just like blood in the water.
All right. Okay. Bryn. That brings us to you.
Yep. I've sent you a message.
Oh,
but also, I'll send you a second follow-up just about the mechanics.
Okay, sure thing.
Sorry, guys, one moment. It's just me trying to figure out what to do.
No idea what the hell I'm gonna do. Oh my god.
Yeah, Grimsby's like not doing well. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'll deal with this after. As a bonus action, Grimsby would have done something on his turn, but I don't know if it's too late now. He was going to mentally command the zombie to just keep attacking.
Okay. No, that's fine. I'll quickly go in now, and I will make. What's the zombie's movement speed?
It's only 20, so it literally could just right itself and then move one square. Basically, that's all it would have done. Towards them.
Sure.
That's all.
All
Actually,
right.
would have moved one over there.
No worries. Okay. Cat. Bryn, sorry.
I mean, she will get out her rapiers.
Mm-hmm.
Ouroboros first, as always, and she's going to attack Eurus. Isn't that
right? Go ahead
What?
and make your attacks.
That was
drama alert.
Ouroboros. That was 26 to hit.
That hits. Yep, that'll hit.
Did you smell someone else's perfume on him?
And then a nat 1 for the second one. So that's a total of 7, but it's a nat 1, so that's good. The Ouroboros is... Oh dear. Oh god. Well, he just got very lucky there. That is, I think, 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You lunge forward at Eurus with your rapier, and it sinks in through a gap in his armor. And he just whips around and says, "What the fuck?" Is that your turn?
Oh, really? Seriously? She just tries to stab him again.
Okay.
But that's it.
Go for it. Oh, that's
No,
it.
no, that's it.
No problem. All right. So that brings us around to Eurus. Who is not sure of what to do. Let me double check something. Where is that spell? Okay. He is going to turn to you, Bryn. And he'll say, "Bryn, for God's sakes, what's wrong with you?" And he is going to ready an attack if you hit him again. So if you try to hit him again, he will hit you. And with that sort of ghostly red thread that was tying him to this creature in the water, it dissipates into the air. It seems that whatever that was has stopped now. All right, that brings us to Gravox. He is looking at the water. He's looking at Kanara's body, and at the blood just seeping out of her. The faint gurgling sound she's making is like the very last of her life. Just oozes out of her. And he is not going to do anything. He is too afraid. He takes a faltering step back and puts a hand out against the wall to try and brace himself. And now it is Grubbs' turn. Grubbs, noticing the... Sorry? Did Lindsay say something?
I
don't know.
Scrubs.
Yes, save us, Grubbs, please.
Oh, right. Grubbs, hearing the thrashing of water and feeling sort of the ripples in the lake, is going to swim over to Grimsby. 5, 10, 15. And he is going to heal you. You'll be happy to hear.
Oh,
so,
thank God.
Where are the spells? Oh, I don't know. Okay, right. Okay, he's going to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Save me.
So that's 2d8. Where are my d8? Ah, there they are. Oh, that wasn't bad. That is 12 altogether.
Oh, thank God.
And I'm not altogether sure how many spell slots he's supposed to have. What level you're all? You're 5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And then he is going to gather you up in his arms, Grimsby, and he is going to. I don't believe that doesn't incur opportunity attack because you're not moving
Yeah,
by
free
yourself,
will.
so that's fine. And he's going to sort of turn you so you're here, and he is going to use the remainder of his movement to swim away. He moved 15 feet, I think, so that's... Did he move 15 feet? Yeah, 5, 10,
Yeah.
15. So that's,
Would he have
I
any
guess
movement
one
left?
square? He'd have 1 square left, I think. Because I think his movement is 30. So he used 15, which means he's got 15 left, but half, that would just be 1 square. I think.
Would he not have used 15? Would have been all his movement to get there because he's underwater?
I don't... Is that even when you have a swim speed?
Oh, does he have a swim speed? Oh, never mind.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha, yeah.
Okay, well then he will swim 1 square away from this creature and he will bring you with him.
Thank
and
you,
Orphan.
Robs.
Orphan, that brings us around to you.
I guess Orphan will have a go with a javelin this time.
Okay.
That's a natural 1.
All right.
Though technically an 8.
Can you roll a D100?
Oh boy. Sure. 50.
50.
And I got really lucky
Okay.
to roll a 50. The odds of that are 1 in 100.
Where are you? Okay. All right. Are you doing anything else during your turn?
Did nothing happen?
Not yet.
I guess you'll try again. With
Okay, go
extra
ahead.
attack. That is... sorry, my dice has gone onto the floor. Old habits.
Uh-huh.
That is 18.
18. And 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
8.
8 damage. Okay. This thing is starting to look a little rough. Not looking too bad, though, but it's starting to show a bit of wear and tear on its exoskeleton. All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. So that brings us to Estes, who is going to move as far as he can. 5. Well, actually, that's... If he's walking on water, the water is not covered in slime because it's water. So I suppose he's got full movement while he's walking on the water. Is that about the size of it?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, he moves 10, 20, and then he still has 10 feet left.
He
He's
provoke
going
an
to.
opportunity attack from Bryn.
Yes, he would. So as he moves on past, Bryn, go ahead and make an attack against him.
Again, that was 26 to hit.
That definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Esther.
Snap out of it, Bryn. What's wrong with you?
Oh dear. Because it was the Ouroboros. I rolled an 8, which means I get to roll another d8.
Okay.
And add it to the total. So that makes it a total of, sorry, maths, 16.
You rolled 2 8s?
Oh, well, this is it plus because it's a finesse.
Oh,
weapon.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. All right. Okay. Good to know. Estes sort of looks at you in confusion, but he is nonetheless going to continue moving, and with what movement he has left, he's going to reach Grimsby. And Grimsby, you feel Estes' hand against your brow as they cast Cure Wounds on you, just at first level.
Yeah.
Oh, that was terrible. There's okay, so that's 7 health that you've gotten back.
Fine by me. Grimsby looks much better.
Very good. And I think that is Estes' turn. Okay. Orphan, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Okay. Natural 20. 14. Better than I
You rolled
expected.
A 14?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. All right. Farron, it is your turn. You are confronted with this horrible lobster-like thing that's crawling up into the bank and is making its way over to you. What are you doing?
Oh, okay. Well, I've been thinking about something, and it's
Okay.
a bit of a long shot, so I'm just going to ask some questions first. Hope that's okay.
That's totally fine.
Okay, so I don't know if this would count, so I don't know exactly how far away this creature is, because it just says the range of the spell is myself.
Okay.
I don't even know if this creature would count as an animal, purely because it says you might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you. Would it be possible for me to cast that and get to attack the other monster? Or is that a bit of a long shot?
Make a nature check for me. So roll a d20 and add your nature bonus, which is in intelligence.
Yeah. Okay. Please be a 20. Okay, it was a 16, and
Okay.
plus 1 is 17.
Okay, what's the spell that you're trying to cast again?
Speak with animals. I don't know if that counts as an animal, though. That's the only thing.
Okay, so
beast in the description.
Yeah. Okay, so with your your knowledge from being in the Druidic Enclave, you know that this creature standing before you is not your average beast.
Yeah.
You think it's something called an aberration.
Okay.
This means that it would not be affected by any spell that, it wouldn't be affected by a spell that was against beasts. It would have to be a spell that was against aberrations, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you do not think that would work.
Okay.
You can try it if you like, but you do not think that using that spell against this creature would work.
Okay, I will not do that then. I'm not sure if I can reach it with, like, my rapier and stuff. Maybe I'll just be mean to it and hurt its ego a little bit with vicious mockery.
Yeah. You can try that. You can try that.
I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I don't need to roll or anything, do I?
I don't believe so, actually.
Sorry, I'm so rusty as well.
No, that's all right. Don't worry. 1 second. I'm just double checking something. Okay, so vicious mockery. Oh, I've already got it open. That's handy. Okay, what are you saying at this creature? What nasty things? What insults are you throwing off?
Oh god. Okay. This is even an insult. SpongeBob needs you in the kitchen, Mr. Krabs.
Very nice. Okay. All
It's
right.
canonical. Baron invented SpongeBob.
All right. So you direct your attention to this creature, and you hurl out this vicious insult, and it doesn't seem to do anything.
No.
In fact, you don't think it even looks like it heard you, or like it registered. You don't get the sense it's had any effect whatsoever. It seems that this creature is just mindlessly moving towards you, like it's a puppet on strings.
Oh, fabulous.
All right, is that your turn?
I really don't know what else I can do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Except stand there. I'll have a think while it's coming towards me.
No problem. All right. So, Grimsby, that brings us around to you.
So is Grimsby's head above water now, or is it still underwater?
I would say Grubs would have done you a favor and would have brought your head above water.
As soon as he's above water, he's going to just mutter something in an eldritch language, tap himself, and then cast Fly on himself.
Okay, very nice.
So he's going to right himself from being prone with half his movement, and then rise. How much flying speed does he have? He has another 30, and then go 30 feet above the water.
Okay, sure.
I'll put that in that little square there. Yeah, and that's all he's doing as his action. He's just like this flying drowned rat at the moment.
Okay.
And then he's going to use his bonus action to send the zombie down here and make a slam attack against that lobster
All right.
with a 19 to hit.
A 19 to hit will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice. 2 bludgeoning damage against the lobster.
Okay. This is very relaxing music all of a sudden.
Everything's fine.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Let me double check something once again. Okay. 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 Orphan and Farron
Yes.
and Bryn, could you all make strength saving throws for me, please?
Haha, the one I'm good at.
The one Bryn is not good at. That was a 4.
A 4. Okay.
That was a 14.
A 14. Okay. And Farron?
I'm a 5.
A 5. Okay. Okay. Orphan, you got a 14, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. Orthan,
Yes.
you stand there watching as another wave appears, as if by magic, just surging up and crashes down onto the shore, and you watch as Bryn and Farron and Gravox are sucked out into the lake along with this wave. Let
That's
me
fine.
double check. You're pulled up to 20 feet. So that will be here for Eurus. 5, 10, 15. Here for Farron. 5, 10, 15, 20. Here for Bryn. 5, 10, 15. Gravox ends up here. Okay. And you are all knocked prone as well.
Oh, dearie dear.
Farron, what that means is you're like basically momentarily kind of incapacitated and you're knocked off kilter. You need to use half of your movement to get back upright, essentially.
Okay.
So your movement in water is halved anyway. So you can only move 15 feet in water unless you have a swimming speed, which I don't believe you do.
No.
But that's halved again, I think. Yeah, so you need to use half of that to get up. We'll worry about that when it gets to your turn. It's fine. But just so you know what's happening. And I turn around and I tell you, no, you can't do that.
Okay.
Okay, and you also notice that this creature moves closer to you. The creature that had its eye on you before, it just simply dives back into the water and follows you.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, God.
And you take 5 psychic damage from it.
Okay.
Oh.
Where do I write that down on my sheet? Is that
So
my hit points, not my hit points. Is it?
yeah, so you'll have current hit points and max hit points.
Yes.
So your max hit points will be obviously enough your max amount of hit points. So if you just rub out your current hit points and take away the amount of damage you took. So just take 5 off and put that in your current hit points, if that makes sense.
So I'm now at 28.
Okay.
Okay.
And let me double check something about that. Okay. And with that, it's the monster's turn. So this one here is going to attack the zombie that just hit it. It's going to do a multi-attack. The first one doesn't hit, I don't think, but the second one is 16. 16 to hit, that is? Is that a hit the zombie?
Sorry. 16, did you say? Yeah, as 8 AC.
Okay. Oh, it has 8 AC?
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, both of them hit. I assumed it would be higher than that. That's
No,
fine.
they are very weak.
No problem. Okay, so that does... How much health does it have?
22.
Oh, okay. It has more than I thought.
Yeah, they've got good health points.
Just not very good. That's fine.
They're very slow.
It takes 15 bludgeoning damage,
Nice.
and the zombie is now grappled.
Oh, I just accidentally deleted my zombie.
Oh, no.
Let me
Sorry.
return. No, that's all right. Where is he again? There. My nicely organized folders.
Ooh, someone's chilling. Nice. Can I get control over it
Yep.
again?
That
Thank
should
you.
be
And I
you.
remember how much health. Nice. And I'll
No
give it
problem.
back its the health it had.
Nice.
There we go. Nice.
And this fellow here is going to. What is he going to do? This one is going to swim 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can you do anything from here? No. In fact, he's going to use his dash to get closer as well. He's not terribly smart. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so Orthan, you watch as this monster surfaces from the water with a shower of water and comes right up face to face with and with that, Bryn, it's your turn.
Bryn is going to use half her movement to get upright.
Mm-hmm.
Then she's going to use her bonus action, which will allow her this dash, which will allow her to get to here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to kill your NPCs, but it's a good opportunity, and I know it's what would be done. She's going to try and stab Gravox while he's down.
Okay, that will be with advantage because he's prone.
Ouroboros
so go ahead.
Oh, that was very lucky. He is a very lucky boy. That's a 9.
Is that including your bonuses and everything?
Yep.
Okay.
And then she's going to try again with her necrotic one this time.
Okay.
Is that also at advantage?
Yes. Yeah, I believe all attacks that you're making at the moment are with advantage because he's prone.
Oh, that one will hit him. That was a 25 hit.
That hits.
And then that's... that comes to 2d6. That is 11 across damage.
Okay. Bryn, you feel like the wave sucking you out into the water, and then after a little bit of struggling, you manage to swim your way towards the shore, and the first thing you see, you just stick your rapier into, and Gravox looks up at you with just... His face is in a paroxysm of pain and fear, but you stab him again, and with that, Gravox is dead.
No! Oh
Bleeding
dear.
out into the water.
He just killed Gravox.
Is that your turn?
I mean, I think she's done enough damage.
All right. In that case, it brings us to Eurus, who is going to right himself. What is he going to do, actually? What is the reach on this weapon? So if you're in the water, is that disadvantage on attacks no matter what, or is it only if you're underwater?
Yeah, all attacks if you're swimming.
That's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah.
Then he might not do that, actually. Instead, I think he is going to... Yes, so he looks at this creature in front of him and makes a gesture with his hand, casting a spell at it. Oh, Jesus, does that hit? No. So the cuts open more than usual, actually. Again, just more red filling the water. As this ball of red energy sort of is summoned around him, only to dissipate.
Oh dear.
And where... okay. Right. That would bring us on to Gravox, but not anymore. So here we are at Grubs, who... Oh, good lord. Grubs is going to move 5, 10, 15 to Eurus, and he is going to Cure Wounds him at 2nd level. Oh, that was quite nice. Oh, very nice. Where is he? All right. And then Grubs is going to stay where he is, I suppose. So that's him. All right, Orphan. That brings us round to you. What are you doing?
Aside from side-eyeing Bryn, he's going to take a little step around here.
Okay.
And then he's gonna just be like, finally. And he's gonna hit Crabble with his big old sardo.
Okay.
Oh, that was a natural 20.
Very nice. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
So, doubled, right?
Yes.
33.
Oh,
Oof.
wow. Okay, nice.
Well, it's 28 plus 5.
Very nice. Okay. Is that your turn?
No, he's going to do it again.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, not 33, 35. My mistake.
Okay.
So yes, for attack number 2,
Mm-hmm.
that is 21 to hit.
That hits.
And this damage is... Oh, another good one. That is 1, 2, 3, 22, 24 damage.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I rolled well for both attacks.
Okay, this thing is really looking worse for wear. It's still standing, but you managed to like lop off one of its segmented legs, and you've left like a big crack in its exoskeleton that you can see sort of horrible greenish, grayish, like muscle or flesh or whatever underneath. Yeah, he's looking rough. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay,
Aside from having another little peek round towards Bryn.
sure. Okay. All right, that brings us around to Estes, who is gonna. God knows. I think Estes is probably going to stay where he is. But. Right. What's the range on that? Okay, that's fine. Sorry, this is a spell that I myself have never cast as a player before, so I'm just double checking something.
We know the pain.
Okay, right. Estes raises his staff aloft, draped in leaves and ivy, and he points it back towards the shore. And he is going to summon 2 brown bears.
Oh.
No, they're large, so that's... How many squares is that? 4?
4, yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I don't know how they're gonna fit. Let me see if I can find some tokens for them. That'd be handy. Perfect. Okay. Oh, he's all squished.
It's a little marshmallow.
It's not much better when you make him his full size. All right. Okay. And the second one, go here.
It looked great.
It might be fun ever
They look
again.
amazing. Sorry. Sorry.
These are worse than Brutus and Putridus. They look more normal compared to these bears.
I think those tokens are rugs.
Yeah.
And I'm,
No, I don't think they are. Well, maybe they are. No, actually.
They're rugs. They've got to be.
No, I think you might be right. Oh well, that's what we got. Sorry, guys. Okay. Someone who knows conjure animals, do they attack now or do they have their own turns?
I don't know if me and Finn ever figured this out. I think you have to roll
No.
initiative for them, and then they go into the initiative order whenever that shows up.
Okay.
Yeah, roll initiative for the summon creatures as a group, and then they have its own turns.
Oh well, they rolled a natural 20, so that's nice.
And then you just put them in the initiative order.
Yeah. Okay. So Orthan, you watch as this sort of greenish energy fills the air. It's like green light shaped like leaves, and you watch as all of these leaves coalesce into sort of bear-shaped creatures that then just become fully realized bears, staring down this creature attacking you. And that is Estes' turn. So, all right. Okay. Now, who is closest? Okay, Grimsby. You are sort of looking around, you're catching your breath. You know, you came a little bit too close for comfort there. You're still trying to get control of yourself, and you're looking around, looking for any more of these creatures that could be lurking behind any rocks. When you notice that there are lots of bubbles forming on the surface of the water. At first just one, then two, and then suddenly clusters of bubbles rising to the surface before a creature breaks through the surface of the lake.
Dear. Oh dear.
This creature is enormous, rising some 15 feet out of the water. And when it opens its pink, gummy maw, you see countless long, sharp teeth as long as your forearm. Everyone else has become aware of this in the meantime. You see that its teeth are yellow and dripping with this sort of viscous fluid. It's eel-like, with fins by its head and one running down the center of its back. Its skin is this pale, ghostly blue, slick with a thick mucus that drips into the water around it, spreading like a sickly mist. And down the center of its pale, worm-like face are 3 red eyes that are focused on you.
Oh dear. You
watch as it lifts its finned tail out of the water and strikes down to hit you. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Can it reach me? I'm 30 feet in the air, or is it fine?
So you are.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Never mind. In that case.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Okay, in that case, it's going to move 1 square this way, and it's going to... In fact, no, it doesn't need to. I don't think. Yeah, it's going to attack Grubs instead.
Sorry,
so
Grubs.
that is... what did I... Oh, that's what it was. Does that hit Grubs? Yes, it does. Okay. Sorry.
This is terrifying. We need Bryn back now.
Let me check something quickly. Okay, Grubs is going to make a Constitution saving throw. Which he fails. Good to know. Let me check something else. Okay. So you watch as this creature's tail rises up through the air and strikes out at Grubs, sort of hitting him in the back of the head.
No.
And then a couple of seconds later, you watch as Grubs begins to gasp for air. He's sort of like dry heaving, his body buckling over as he's trying to suck air into his lungs.
Oh my god.
And that brings us around to Farron. Farron, what are you doing?
Oh god. Well, I think I'll need to liven myself up a little bit. I'm a little bit horizontal at the moment.
Yeah, okay. So, let me, right. Yeah, so you move at half speed in water. So
my
you have,
My speed normally is just 35 if I'm looking at the right spot.
okay.
So,
So that's rounded down in D&D, which means you've got 15 feet of movement in water.
okay.
Which means basically, if my math is right, with that 15 feet, you can bring yourself upright. That takes away half of it, and then you can move 1 square. That's all the movement you can take on this turn.
Okay.
Oh, to move your token, by the way, to move it upright, just click on it, and then there's like a little dot at the top, or well, to the side. There's like a square of dots around your character, but one of them is like a square away, and you can click and drag that to swivel your character, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I think. Oh yeah, got it. Okay, right. I'm awake.
There you go. Okay, so you've got
Ew.
1 more square of movement left, and that is all you have. But you can stay where you are if you like as well.
Okay. Oh, I don't even know where it'd be. I'll move here.
Okay.
Is that all I can do, or can I?
You can still use your action, so you can try and hit this thing, or you can cast a spell. It's up to you.
Okay. You know how one of the monsters was sort of following me and not really interact with anything I could do. Could I cast message and see if I can connect with him that way?
Yeah, if you like.
Okay, I think I'll do that.
Okay, go ahead and cast message.
Okay. So that is with my D20. Oh, I rolled a 19.
Oh, you don't need to roll for message. You just
I always forget.
Yes, point and cast. So what are you saying to this creature?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm just trying to see if I can investigate what it is that's controlling it, because clearly it's being controlled, right, by something, or it's.
It seems abnormal. I mean, these things seem pretty abnormal anyway, but it seems super duper abnormal. So you get the sense that something is up with it.
Okay. I guess I just kind of ask, like, what is up with you?
You good, man? Okay.
Who are you? Who sent you? I'll double them.
Okay. All right. So you cast message. You point to this thing, and you send this telepathic communication along. It doesn't find them. It's as if you have sent a message into nothingness. It's as if there is nothing there. Could you please make an intelligence check for me?
Okay.
Is it a check? Let me double check something, sorry. Again, another spell that I don't have experience with. Yeah, make an intelligence check. Investigation check, actually. So, D20 plus your investigation.
Okay. I rolled a 12 plus 1 is 13.
13. Where is it? Okay. All right. So you're looking at this thing and you're trying to make sense of it one way or another, but you don't understand what this thing is. And before you can come to some sort of understanding of it, there's like a wild splashing of water near you that distracts you. So yeah, you know that something is up with this creature. You know that you tried to send something to it and it didn't seem to be there.
Okay.
But you don't know anything other than that right at this moment. And I think, is that your turn? I don't think you have any bonus
I can't
actions.
really do anything else.
No worries. Okay. Okay. So that brings us around to Grimsby. Grimsby, what would you like to do?
First of all, with his arcane knowledge, does it seem like this big creature's casting any spells, or is it like innate abilities? If that's not metagaming to ask.
Make I guess either like a nature check or like an arcana check.
I think I'll do nature arcana.
Okay.
Ooh, 10, not very good.
10. You're really not altogether sure.
No worries. Okay.
Yeah.
He's going to. Yeah. Eldritch Blast, 1 at the creature Orthan's attacking.
Okay.
Which is a 18 to hit.
Okay. That will
Does
hit.
that hit?
Yep.
Nice. That is 2 force damage
okay.
to it.
Hey, every little helps. Every little helps. Okay. 2 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then he's going to fire 1 at Bryn.
All right.
Yay!
And he's going to say, snap out of it now. Which is a 17 to hit.
Sorry?
Does that hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Nice. That is 6 force damage to Bryn. Sorry.
Oh no. No, I think she deserves it.
All right, Bryn, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Come on, please. Yay, that was an unnatural 20. Let's hope that's enough.
Okay. Well, we'll find out when we get to your turn. Grimsby,
okay.
Are you doing anything else this turn? Or
he's going to fly 25 feet to be sort of just above Bryn, kind of. And he's going to use a bonus action to make the zombie attack this lobster again, which is a 12 to hit.
Is that... So it's grappled. Does that mean...
I don't think grapple does anything. Yeah. Oh, it would be a disadvantage anyway, because it's in water. So, yeah, that's a 6. I don't think it would hit no matter what.
That doesn't hit, unfortunately.
And then he's going to say, "Everyone, get out of the water now," and that's his turn.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. Okay. All right. In that case, the creature is going to use a legendary action to attack Grubs again with his tail. Which again hits. and deals. Well, he rolled terribly, so that's fine. Okay. All right. That takes us to this. Okay. Baron, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Okay. Alright. Oh, okay, let me roll that again because it landed weird on my
No problem.
numbers.
No worries.
Okay, so I rolled a 6 and my wisdom saving throw was 2, so I rolled an 8.
Okay.
I am not doing well.
Oh no, none of us are, don't worry.
You feel a racking pain shoot through you, sort of like it's like a really bad headache, you know, but the pain shoots all the way down your arms and through your body as you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
21. Oh, this hurts.
And it is now the bear's turn. So, the first one is going to attack at advantage because it's flanking. Going to make a multi-attack, in fact. The first one, the bite hits. And the second one also hits. So that is 1d8 plus 4 piercing. That's that much damage. And then the second is... Where am I? 2d6 plus 4. Ooh. Okay, so this first bear comes up and raises one great clawed... Well, first takes a big bite out of it, and then raises one big clawed paw and smacks it down into the creature and just absolutely decimates it. This
The
creature is dead.
the zombie? Oh,
Oh, no.
sorry.
No, the...
Sorry.
Oh my god, my corpse. Stay there. This guy...
My corpse, my corpse.
my corpse! So that creature is dead, and I don't think this one can really move anywhere, honestly.
It's a tight
It's
fit
the problem.
with big bears.
Could it move? Like... I would say it's going to move here. I think it can do that because the water is quite shallow. And it's just it's gonna stare menacingly out into the water. And yeah, that's the bear's turn. And now it's these creatures' turns. It's this monster here is going to try and finish off the zombie that it's currently got grappled. It's going to do a
Good luck.
multi-attack. Is that advantage when they're grappled?
I think grapple just removes your movement speed, as far as I'm aware. Restrained gives you advantage.
Okay. So you would just roll normally. Okay.
Yeah.
The first one, magically, manages to not do any damage. In that case,
wow.
It does not hit. I don't know how to... How do you do a fumble chart when you're attacking with your own body?
There
Oh my
it
god!
is.
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Here it is.
Hey!
Good question. I have no idea.
I'm just gonna roll a d100, and if something fun and sexy comes up, then we can go with that. And if nothing fun and sexy comes up, then okay, right. Okay, so the creature tries to take dig its claws into the zombie, but something goes wrong, and you hear a cracking sound, and it howls in pain. It seems like it's broken something. And it takes a little bit of damage. Zombie. Okay, and then it tries to hit again, but now at disadvantage because of that. Oh, that's not the right dice. That's this one. That still hits, I'm afraid. So that will be... What is it? 2d6. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, it's dead. Undead fortitude, so it might survive this. Let me roll.
Okay.
Constitution saving throw, DC 5 plus 4, so it has to be a 19. Oh! It's still alive with 1 hit point.
Nice.
Just barely.
Nice. I'm gonna put that sign in him to remind myself. Okay. That is its turn, I believe.
Come on, zombie.
All right. So, this other one is still to take its turn. Oh wait, no, it's dead. Oh, there's this. This moves closer to you again, Farron, and once again, you take something. You take something, that's for sure. You take 2 psychic damage.
I think you're trying to bump me off.
Me? Moi?
Murder. Oh yeah, does that
right.
one in the little pink square take any damage on its turn? Or
Oh my god, I've completely forgotten about that, despite the big pink square being there.
I just remembered.
How many turns has it been? It's been like 2 turns?
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's gonna take... Right, Farron, can you please roll 8d4 for me, please?
Oh, damn.
8d4, okay.
Yes. And he is actually gonna move like a smart boy over here.
Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna write this down.
No problem. No problem. I'm sorry, I totally forgot.
That's okay, 8d4. Okay, so the first roll... Oh my god, it landed in a weird angle, right? Okay. 3... 4... This is great music, by the way. 2... plus 1... plus 1... So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 more. Plus 2... plus 3... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... More roll... plus 2. Okay, so in total that's 7, 9, 10, 11, 13, 18.
18, okay.
Yeah.
So that's that and that. Okay, the thing is now looking a lot worse for wear. Another thing for me, so the thing with Cloud of Daggers is that it is what you call a concentration spell.
Yeah.
With concentration spells, when you take damage, you have to make a save to see if you're still able to concentrate to keep that spell up.
Got it.
You've been damaged a couple of times, but because I forgot, I'm only going to get you to roll 1 concentration check for me because it's my own fault. I completely forgot. So let me double check something because I always forget.
Do 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 do.
Okay, could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Okay. Okay, I rolled a 7 plus 1 is 8.
Unfortunately, with that, when you got that kind of jolt of psychic damage from this ghostly creature, the cloud of daggers disappears.
Damn it.
One final thing for you, Farron.
Yeah.
This is a good thing. When the creature moves out of the cloud of daggers, that means it's moving away from you, which means you get the chance to attack it as it's retreating. You get an opportunity attack. So if you would like to take that, roll an attack for me with your rapier.
I'm gonna make me some sushi.
Yes, shish kebab, lobster
It will
kebab,
be-
baby.
It will be at disadvantage because you're in water. So if you roll 2d20 for me and use the lowest roll.
D20. Okay. So that first one was a 6.
Okay.
The second was a 7, so 6.
Okay. And then you add your attack bonus to that.
Plus 6 is a 12.
Okay. Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. So the creature moves away, and you kind of slash towards it wildly in the water, but it just manages to duck beneath the waves just in time. And now I will finally leave you alone. So, all right. So, Bryn, as you are hit by this, it was Eldritch Blast, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
As you're hit by this bolt of eldritch energy, you are jolted back to your senses, breaking free of the enchantment from the Aboleth. Lying at your feet is Gravox. It's difficult to see his wounds from here through his clothing, but you see him kind of spilling blood out over the sand. Grimsby is hovering above you. What are you doing?
Was she aware of what she was doing? Because I feel like this will help gauge what her reaction's going to be to this.
I think he would be, actually.
Well, then that's going to be a bit of a... She's going to look up at Grimsby, give him a nod, a shrug, grit her teeth, and then she's going to... You can pass through allied spaces, right?
Yes.
Because she's going to then She's going to weave her way past these bears,
Okay.
3 spaces, because that's what she's allowed, right? Why can't... I
Yeah.
don't think I can move Bryn. Something's
Uh,
wrong. I can't move her.
he's moved on my map.
She's not moved on my map. Where is she?
I should move on
Ness?
my.
She's 2 squares above the bears.
No.
No, she's just the one above it. Maybe try refreshing your page. It might just
Yeah,
be
I'll have
a bit
to.
funky.
No, I don't want... No, come on, bitch. Right, So, I think she's gonna... Oh god, sorry, the map's completely reloaded and zoomed in a weird... okay, there we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. Great. Brilliant. Nice. Okay. Right. That's not where I wanted her. I wanted her here. Can she try and take the hide action?
Yeah.
Can
Where
she duck
you-
behind the bear?
Sure.
If that's allowed. That's the idea. She's going to try and duck behind the bear. I've never done the hide action. Does she need to roll something for that to see if she actually successfully can hide from the
I believe you
creature?
have to make a stealth check.
Okay. Just with a regular, with her regular stealth modifier as well.
Yeah, just your,
That was a 21.
21. Okay. I will say, because for me, if you're attacking something and its attention is fixed on you, I wouldn't let you hide. But since this creature, or at least since the creature out in the water attacking the zombie is otherwise occupied, you don't think it noticed you. The Aboleth has been pretty interested in your presence, so you're not altogether sure whether or not the Aboleth
Okay.
saw where you hid, if that makes sense. So you've hid, but you're not sure yet if you've managed to hide from the Aboleth.
sneaking. Okay. Alright. That works for me.
All
I don't
right.
know what he can really do, to be fair, because he's sort of in a bit of a difficult position. She's a bear
Yes.
barricade, which is good. But I think I'm gonna just let her. Well, actually, I can use that as a cunning action, can't I? Because it was you can use hide as a cunning action. Can she fire off a crossbow bolt at this one then, or attempt to, or is that going to be really difficult?
What? Sorry. Is that? Oh, can you hide as a bonus action with your cunning?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Yep, then that's fine.
She'll just try and shoot between the bear's legs.
No worries.
Okay, yeah, that was a 9.
A 9?
Yeah.
Okay. So Bryn, you coming to your senses, just scurry off behind one of these bears, and as much as you can, you sort of lean down and aim a bolt, but unfortunately it goes way wide, sort of just disappearing into the darkness over Eurus's head. Is that your turn?
Yeah, he's still gonna think she's trying to attack him. Jesus.
Again.
Yeah, no, that's fine for now.
Okay. So that brings us to Eurus, who is going to try and use the same spell again. Hopefully it'll hit this time. Oh, natural 20. Oh, that's very nice. I rolled pretty badly, but that's okay. Okay. So you watch those cuts reopen and that red energy appear in the air, and then you hear this creature give like a horrible guttural screeching and clicking sound. You can't see any new injuries forming on it, but you assume that Eurus did something. And that is Eurus's turn, which brings us around to Grubs, who is going to swim away. He's going to disengage.
Get out of there.
And then he's going to swim away. 5, 10. Can he? Wait. He was here, wasn't he? Yeah. No. Yeah. He'll swim this way, I suppose. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I think he can just get onto land with his movement. And with his bonus action, he is going to healing words himself. And he's going to say, "Oh, come on, old bean, get it together." Which will give him back. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, Grubs. That's fine. Okay. All right. So, Orphan, it's your turn now.
Can Orphan climb up onto this bear?
I'll allow it. What the hell? I will say, well, it doesn't make any difference because it's difficult to raid anyway, but the bear counts as difficult to raid while you're standing on top of it.
Can he then try lobbing a javelin?
Sure. At what?
This one?
Yeah, okay. You all can see the creature, right? Like this one?
Yeah, it just makes sense to maybe get rid of the little ones first.
Yeah, no, that does make sense. I was just double checking. Okay, no problem. Go ahead and make an attack. Could someone cue up some music, please? I think it's run out.
I'll have a look.
That was 14.
That does not hit, unfortunately. The javelin lands with a splash in the water.
Can he try again?
Uh-huh.
12.
That doesn't hit either, I'm afraid. It goes sailing overhead and clatters off a rock. Is that your turn?
Yes, and that is Orphan out of ranged weapon.
All right. Okay. Estes is... Oh, goodness me. What is he going to do? Estes is going to... 5, 10, 15, 20... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's going to move here. Farron, suddenly Estes is stood next to you, and they reach out and touch your shoulder and cast Cure Wounds on you. So you are going to get that. They're going to cast it at 2nd level. So that's... Oh my god, my dice. No. 7 plus... You get back 13 health. All good.
Oh dear.
Okay. And that brings us around to the Aboleth.
Ooh. These things are nasty.
Alright. The Aboleth is going to... Let me see, it's got 40 movement speed. It's going to attack Eurus. With a multi-attack. Let's see. Eurus doesn't have very good armor, actually, does he? No, he doesn't. Well, that's fun for him. Okay, yep, those all hit. Okay, that's... 1 second, sorry. I have a lot of dice to roll.
Oh no.
That's never a good sign.
Bye, Eurus.
Not another dead NPC. Not today, man.
To be fair, we've just made it easier for Zara, taking down all the NPCs.
It's true.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Eurus takes 36 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh.
That'll be... What did I say? 36. Yeah. So that's... Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay. And Eurus has to make a Constitution saving throw, which actually he makes. So that's quite nice. Yes. Alright. So you watch as this creature cuts through the water and raises these 3 tentacles dripping with this horrible mucus. And, oh, actually, he needs to make 3 Constitution saving throws, I suppose, because it's 3 separate attacks. So that's, Oh dear. Okay. Well, he failed.
This is scary.
My god.
Grubs failed a Constitution saving throw against this thing,
Yes.
but I'm not sure what it did to him.
Oh, wait 1 second. Grubs wouldn't have moved onto land. He would have stayed in the water.
Does that have something to do with what I said?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay,
Sorry.
you watch as the same thing that happens to Grubs after Eurus is attacked happens to Eurus as well. He starts sort of gasping and clutching at his throat and looking a bit panicked. Grubs, for anyone who's noticed Grubs, you see now that he is keeping his head underwater and he appears to be fine.
Oh, he's a fish now.
I mean, he was already
So-
half a fish.
Farron, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Oh, could I cast Cure Wounds on Urus to help a little, or is it too damaged?
No, you can cast Cure Wounds. Go ahead.
I will help my friend out. I will
All right.
cast Cure Wounds.
Perfect. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, let me just mark that down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, I don't have to roll the dice for that, do I? Do I?
Yes, you need to roll. That's all right. You need to roll a d8.
A D8. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it. Come on, don't let me down now. Ugh, I rolled a 4.
Okay, but then you add your charisma modifier.
Okay.
So that'll be the number in the little box in your charisma section.
Plus 3 is 7.
Nice. All right. You touch his arm, and there's a little glow as this healing energy passes into him.
Is he
Okay.
okay?
Yeah, no, he's fine. Sorry, I'm just blinking. Okay, that's your turn. You see that the creature that's been tailing you is still there, sort of like snapping its claws at you.
Oh, he's
Um,
possessed.
Yeah, he is. Is that your turn?
Could I don't even know if it's worth it, but I feel like I'm so useless, so I'll take a swipe with my rapier again, if I can.
I don't think you can. That would be an action, and you've made your action casting Cure Wounds.
So I did. Damn it. Okay, I will just be useless for another round.
Cure Wounds is never useless, trust me. All right. Okay, Grimsby, you're up next.
First of all, bonus action, that zombie's going to attack the lobster to the south
Go ahead.
with an unnatural 20 to hit,
Okay, that will hit.
dealing 6 bludgeoning damage to it.
Okay. It's still standing, but it does look pretty rough at the moment. There are sort of more and more cracks appearing in its exoskeleton.
And then he's going to drift 1, 2, 3, 4 up to there, and then fire 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Aboleth.
Okay, go ahead.
The first being a 23 to hit,
That'll hit. Yep.
and the second being a 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately. That's the first one.
Okay, 8 force damage to the Aboleth.
All right.
And that's his turn.
Okay. Let me just make that change on there. Okay.
And then you'll also say, Orthan, do you need a lift? Do you want to land on the big horrible monster in the ocean, or do you want to stay on land? And that'll be his turn.
Okay. You send off one of those bolts. Describe what they look like again for me.
He uses his sword to do it. You know, like in Legend of Zelda, when Link attacks with his master sword and it makes like a wave. He kind of does that, and it's like this greeny, purpley kind of energy that just fires off.
All right. A greenish purple bolt arcs through the air towards the Aboleth and hits home, and you watch it sort of rears back, its tentacles flying up in the air, and turns to look at you, Grimsby. All right. Let me have a little look at something. The Aboleth is going to use a legendary action to attack Eurus with its tail.
Sorry, Eurus.
It's a bit rude.
Actually, I don't think that hits. It doesn't hit. By some miracle, he rolled really
Oh my
badly.
god.
And his tail comes raising up into the air and then lands into the water with a big splash that sends water flying upwards in a wave. All right. Who all is in the water at the moment?
It's a very specific question.
Farron, you're in the water at the moment.
And how
Could you could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
okay. Wisdom saving.
I'm
Okay,
scared.
14 plus 2 is 16.
Okay. You feel that familiar, like the beginnings of like a stabbing headache begin again, but you manage to take it off this time, and you don't take any damage.
Thank God.
All right, so that brings us around to the bears. Where are we? There we are. Okay, right. Wait, what's the?
I'm not entirely sure.
No. All right. Well, they've got a movement of 40 feet, so that gets half to 20, regardless of where they're either in the water or on land. So they're just going to start to make their way over to the aboleth. 1, 2, that. Oh,
It's going for a ride.
And this one is going to. Oh no, he's not going to squish. He's going to also move. 1, 2.
It's 9 rugs. Just floating on the water.
All right, so the bear is going to. This bear is going to attack the aboleth. It would be at disadvantage, but he has advantage, so that cancels that out from the zombie. So that is. Let's make it a multi-attack. Let's go crazy. Where the hell are my bears? There we are. Okay.
Me and Cece's.
Very good. Where the hell is? Oh, there we are. Okay. Oh, does that hit? No. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. But what about the claw attack? Okay. So it tries to take a bite out of its tentacle, but it just goes missing, and you hear its jaws clack shut on empty air. But then it is going to attack with the claws as well, which hits, dealing some damage. Okay, and then this other bear is going to hit as well, this time at disadvantage. That's... Oh my goodness, that's quite nice. The bite hits. And so does the... Yeah, both hit. That's quite nice. All right, so that's... I'm sorry, I've got so many dice. 1 d8. Oh my goodness. 2d6. Okay. 7, 15, 19, 23 damage from that bear.
Go Bears.
All right.
Oh, this is where we could use Charles's program.
Oh man, yeah.
All right. So now we go back to the Chules.
They are Chules.
They are Chules.
I hate these guys.
It is going to make a multi-attack against the thing standing in front of it, which is the zombie. But that's a disadvantage.
Meat shield, meat shield.
Oh, wait, before I do that, he takes 1d6 from his broken something. I don't think that makes any sense with a big lobster, but I don't care. It's my game. He doesn't have bones, but I don't give a damn. His claws poking him in an uncomfy way.
Oh, poor
and he
thing.
also takes 2d6 of damage from Eurus' spell.
Eurus is very fun to watch as an NPC because we've never seen him actually deal damage to something. We just see him get hurt. And then everything else gets hurt around him, but we don't notice that. We just see that he's hurting himself.
That's how it goes.
He runs in, gets covered in like bruises and cuts, and then runs away.
Oh my god. Well, it rolled another nat 1 on its first pincer attack. And the second hits, I think, with a 16 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll deal with that first.
Just let me know how much the damage is, because it needs to make a Constitution saving throw to stay alive.
11 bludgeoning damage.
So it needs to be a 16. No, the zombie's finally dead.
The zombie is cut in two by its pincer.
No. Grimsby looks sad.
Is it not already dead?
Yeah,
It's
but it was
dead
alive to
again.
Grimsby. Grimsby cares more about the zombies than whatever they were before.
It seems that this creature has managed to hurt itself in the same fashion as before. So it takes another 1 damage from its injured pincers. I'm sorry, Kat, I know you're a biologist, but please just...
No, you can make it make sense because it's an exoskeleton, so technically it could break its own, external flesh, but that would probably also limit its ability to use said pincers, so it makes sense.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you very much. I knew I was a genius all this time, really. Okay. And it is going to move to flank Eurus.
Poor
Fine.
Eurus, he doesn't deserve this. Bryn's freaking out.
Bryn
That's
did most of the
probably
damage to him.
She's like, I stabbed my boyfriend. Oh dear.
Also, Farron, you take another 1 psychic damage from the weird, not really there creature that is following you around.
We can't, see this thing, can we?
No.
That is so weird. Yeah.
Can we see Farron, hurt? Can we see her,
You can
taking
probably-
damage?
I would say so. Yeah.
Grimsby's not perceptive enough to notice that, but...
I guess maybe Farron hasn't kind of cottoned on to the idea that you guys can't see it yet, or maybe she's starting.
Yeah.
She's like,
I think it's this aboleth doing some sort of weird thing.
Yeah.
All right. Bryn, you're up next.
He is going to shoot the aboleth thingy because she's mad at it with her crossbow.
Oh.
What is that mute?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I think it was me by ignore everything happening in the rhythm touchdown right now.
That ruined my dice roll. I'm blaming that. That absolutely ruined my dice roll because I got a 2.
I know exactly what you did there, Sarah. I saw it all.
No, I've been rumbled.
And now I know metagame knowledge about this creature.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
There we go. Okay, that's better. Sorry. Bryn, what are you doing?
That when that music came on, I just dropped my dice and I got a 2.
You
So-
dropped it? I'll let
Well,
you re-roll if you drop
No. It counts, but I'm mad at that.
it. Alright.
So that's a total of an 8, which I assume doesn't hit with the crossbow.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
She's mad. she's going to. Is she allowed to, like, as a bonus, and she's not going to move or anything, get out her rope and give it to Grimsby?
Oh.
Sure, I'll let that as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's going to just tell him to, like, use it to help people if need be, because she can't use it. It's 50 feet,
Nice.
so.
All right. Is that your turn?
Mhm.
Okay. Eurus is going to disengage, and Eurus is going to swim away.
Climb on the bear.
5, 10, 15. Okay. And for his
Is he using
action,
Baron as a body shield?
you can prove that.
Wow.
What's he gonna do? He's gonna. Okay. Farron, you feel Eurus pat your shoulder, and you get something. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. You get. You get 6 temporary hit points.
6 temporary hit points. Okay.
There should. I think there's a bot for that. There should be, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah, 10 hit points. So you get 6 of those.
Okay.
And you also get advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Okay, advantage on dexterity saving throws.
And you also get
Oh, it's Christmas.
your movement is temporarily increased by 10 feet.
Okay.
So you can move an extra 10 feet until the spell, whatever it is, ends.
Okay.
You feel like a rush of adrenaline run through your body when he touches your shoulder.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
If you have any questions about any of that, just let me know. Okay. That brings us to Grubs, who is going to. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I don't know how much he can do at the moment, honestly.
He's still, like, not getting out of the water, is he?
That's correct. Grubs is going to cast Healing Word again. I think. I don't know what spells Charles has prepared, but I assume he probably has Healing Word. And he's going to cast it on probably Eurus, actually. I think. Is Eurus looking the worst? I don't know. Farron, what are you looking
dead.
like? Yeah, well, you know, NPC. It is what it is. Farron, how are you looking? Are you quite low in health? Are you?
I think I'm okay because didn't I get quite a lot of my hit points back? Not from you just now, but a while back. Hold on. Because it was when Estos cast Cure Wounds on me.
Oh, that's right.
I brought my hit points back up to 32.
Okay.
And then I've got that temporary, and then I got 1 taken off, so it's 31. But I've got the temporary 6.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm okay.
No worries. Okay, in that case, Grubs is going to shout, "Oh, Eurus, get out of the way!" and healing word him. That's a D4. Nice, giving Eurus a little bit of health back. All right. And Grubbs is going to stay where he is. Orphan, you're up next. Grimsby has just asked you if you would like help getting on top of the aboleth, I believe.
Yeah. Or if he wants to stay on land.
Lindsay?
Hello.
Lindsay?
How long have I been muted?
Oh, I don't know.
I haven't heard you for a while, so...
It's fine. I haven't had a... Been a while since my last turn anyway. Is the bear... The top of the bear is above the water, right?
Yeah, it's quite shallow here.
So you could just jump on the bear and... right?
Could you?
Like before? And then from... You know what? I want to do the Grimsby line because that seems fun. So he'll say to Grimsby's in the air, right?
Yeah.
How high up is he?
30 feet currently.
He can't quite jump that high.
Wait, actually, he's not above water anymore. Yeah, he would have dipped down like about 15 feet, I think.
Yeah,
because he got the rope from Bryn.
I've never wanted anything more. Can Orphan try and high jump and grab onto Grimsby's ankles?
Yes, you can try to do that. I don't know. Right. Are there...
High jump.
Yeah.
You can 3 plus your strength modifier.
So 7.
If you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump.
Oh.
When you make a standing high jump, you can only jump half that distance.
So
Either way, each foot you... What is happening? Oh no, okay. Either way, each foot you clear on the jump costs a foot of movement. In some circumstances, your GM might allow you to make an athletics check to jump higher than you. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Make an athletics check for me, please.
Okay, don't fail me now. 18 plus 7 is 25.
Oh my god, okay. Alright, you take a few steps back, and then you hurl yourself forward and propel yourself off a rock, and by some miracle, you manage to reach up and grab Grimsby's ankle.
He's not gonna know what it is.
You are much heavier than I thought you'd be.
Alright, is that your turn, Orphan?
Sure.
Cool.
I just love Orphan's voice so much.
Me too.
And we'll move Orphan in Grimsby's square for the moment, I suppose. Alright. Okay, it is now Estes' turn. Oof. I don't really know what they're good for. Estes is just gonna cure wounds Eurus, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's terrible. Terrible is what that is. Okay, that's fine. All right. Okay. And now it is the aboleth again.
Oh dear.
Who is going to attack, multi-attack one of the bears.
Oh,
The one that did the
bears.
most damage to him, I think. So. Right. Let's roll all my dice. And what do I have to beat? Okay. Yeah, but those all hit.
Oh,
that
bear.
is...
Bear gone. Bear down.
I don't have enough dice for this. Where is... There we go. That is... Oh dear. 12, 15, 16... Oh dear. 22, 26, 31. How much health do they have? Oh yeah, that
34?
bear is dead. That bear
Oh,
is
really?
dead. Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
The aboleth
R.I.P.
brings
bear.
down one tentacle, then the other, and just slams it repeatedly down until it just collapses and then disappears into a little puff of glowing ethereal leaves.
I bet it just shows up in the other campaign as like Futurus after that. That's what the origin story is.
Goes to a different universe and comes back.
The
as a zombie
multiverse
bear.
deepens.
It's real. It's real. Yeah, Kat's character in my campaign, Jane, has like zombie bears that she summons.
Oh, hardcore.
It's an origin
Oh.
story for them.
It's shown up some pretty like horrifying moments in the past.
Yeah.
All
Oh my
right,
God.
Farron, it's your turn.
Okay.
You think... make just like an intelligence check for me.
Okay. Just a saving throw one for intelligence?
Actually, go ahead and do an investigation check for me again.
Investigation, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Okay, I rolled a 3 plus 1 is 4.
Okay.
I am having no luck. These dice
that I'm so sorry. I must have cursed them. All right, okay. No problem. In that case, your status with this creature that's fallen you remains unchanged. Regardless, what would you like to do with the rest of your turn?
I think with all this, I don't know, all this stuff that Eurus gave me, I can make the most of it, just have a good old swing.
All right, go ahead.
Is it the aboleth? Is that how you say it?
Yes, although you would have to move closer to that to reach it. But you've also got this tool that's right in front of you here. And then you've got the one that that's been like following you. Sorry?
Maybe I should go for the one that's following me. But then I'm worried that if nothing I've done so far has made an impact, that I need to attack what's controlling it, inverted commas, first. I don't know what to do.
We believe in you.
It's up to you.
I don't want to waste all this stuff.
I will say, if it makes any difference to your decision, this tool here, the one with it should have like a fist icon on it.
Yeah.
He is looking very, very rough. Very rough.
Let's finish him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sushi time, mother effort. Alright. That's my D20 plus my 6. Or is it a D8? It's a D8, isn't it?
It's a D20 to see if you hit it.
Okay.
But if you're attacking with your rapier, that will be with disadvantage because you're still in the water. So, again, roll 2d20 and take the lowest of those.
Okay. So, first one's a 7. Okay, so it'd be a 7 because I rolled a 13.
Okay. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit.
No.
You do have if you got any bonus actions you can take, you can still take that, but I don't know if...
Oh, you can do your inspiration as a bard as a bonus
that's right.
action.
Oh, that's true. Okay, how would I do that again? I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm brand new.
No.
So that's like, as a bonus action, you give someone like a extra dice that they can use on like a roll, basically.
Okay. Oh, so it is. Okay. So
Yeah.
Someone who's probably struggling a bit.
Okay. That's everyone. Who wants it the most? Who needs it the most?
I'm good.
It's really up to you, honestly. I
Orphan
think
is about to
might-
jump on its
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, Orphan might
Yeah.
need it.
And also he's
about
on
to do a
2/3
leap.
of he's also on 2/3 health.
yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
want a little song, Orphan? I will give you some inspiration.
You can give the soundtrack for his epic
I'm your
mounting.
championship. I will do that.
All right. What dice is that again? It should say
It's
in
a
your
D8 at 5th level, I think.
a D8. Okay.
Sounds about
Yeah.
right.
So I will-
All right.
He can
We
add
will
that.
save
to-
that
He just
for
gets
a
the-
saving throw.
Okay.
when he
All right.
makes his strength saving throw to stay on the creature.
That is the plan, yes.
All right. So, is that your turn then, Farron?
Yeah.
All right. Grimsby, you're up next.
Grimsby is going to zip fly right over it, staying 15 feet above it. And then he's going to drop Orphan on top of it as he flies overhead. And then he's going to swoop around the back and take 2 attacks, hoping to get flanking advantage. Oh, and he's also bonus action putting on a Hexblade's Curse on it.
Okay.
So all these
You-
flies just like circle it.
Is your movement speed affected by the fact you're carrying Orphan?
Oh, yeah, it would be at half. That's a good point. So 30 feet. Okay, I can get there.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that then.
All right.
Would I still get flanking if I was here? Oh wait,
Um,
what if I dropped Orphan here, and then I would go back to my normal speed and get to there? Would that work? so do
yeah,
mo-
I think so. That should work.
Yeah, nice. Because this would take 50 feet to get to here of my movement
And then you've
speed,
got
and then
10
I have 10 left to get to there. So I drop Orphan on the top right corner of it
Go for it.
from 15 feet up, and then he'd swoop down and take 2 attacks against it.
Okay.
At do I get advantage from flanking?
How far are you in the air again?
I was 15 feet up. So 15 feet up from there. I'm not sure how out of the water this thing is.
Yeah, it's probably. I would say its head is probably. Oh, I think I said at the beginning it's like 15 feet.
Okay,
Its
so he
head
would
is
have like
15 feet
gone.
above the wall.
So he would have gone right over it, or would he have gone? Would he have to go higher?
I'd say. I mean, the bank's probably a little sloped. So if you were 15 feet above the surface of the ground, then I'd say I'll let you.
Thank you,
It's
DM.
okay. I'm very gracious.
Nice. So he is flying overhead, drops
Uh-huh.
Orphan, looks visibly relieved when he does that. He's a little bit tired and red in the face.
Mhm.
He's gonna sort of slash his sword towards it and get the Hexblade's Curse on it, so all these flies like manifest and begin to circle it to mark it. And he takes his first attack. Oh, one of those was caught, which is a 13 plus 8 to hit.
That hit.
So like a
That definitely
yeah. Nice. I'll just roll the second one now as well. Which is a 12 to hit.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So
Nice.
go ahead
So
and roll
the
damage
first-
for the first one.
So that's 1d8 plus 8 because of Hexblade's Curse.
Mhm.
10 slashing damage to it.
Nice. And does that... Is the Hexblade Curse, does that do anything else, or does it just increase the damage?
That just makes me do more damage and makes me more likely to get a critical, but that's it.
No problem. Okie dokie, good to know. Alrighty, so that takes us to the top of the round. Oh, Morphin, you can move over here now. Just do you.
Oh yes.
All right. Farron,
Oh wait,
could you make
also,
a-
sorry. I keep
That's all
forgetting.
right.
I keep meaning to do this for the past 3 turns, but I always forget. Who
That's
has
okay.
the carpet of flying right now? Do we know, or is it just like
Oh,
a random
yeah.
person?
I don't know that anyone in particular took it.
Well, Grimsby would say the carpet, and just hope that someone has it because he doesn't,
Okay,
and that's his turn. Sorry.
no problem. All right, Farron, could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Yes. Okay, I rolled a 14 and my saving throw for wisdom is 2, so it'd be 16.
All right. Again, you feel that threatening pain, that splitting headache. You get the sense that's not coming from the creature following you, though. It's coming from like the aboleth. It feels almost more like overwhelming. But you manage to shake it off again. You don't get any damage.
Okay.
All right, and now it is the bear's turn. The bear is going to multi-attack. So its disadvantage will be cancelled out, which is nice. The bite hits, and the claws also hit. That's 1d8, 8, 11, 15, 19. All right. The bears between them seem to have done a fair bit of damage to this
Thank
aboleth.
God.
It's starting to look a little bit worse for wear at this point.
Bears always pull through in our campaigns.
They really do. They really do. All right. Okay. It is now the Chul's turn, but it's going to take 2d6 of damage from its broken exoskeleton. And that kills it. It's dead. The final Chul just packs it in. It seems that all your beating has just done it in, and it just collapses and
It just gave up.
It just gave up. All right. All right, Bryn. It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh man. Well, for the record, as far as I know, and according to my notes, she does not have the magic carpet. I don't know who has the magic carpet, but it's not Bryn. So she is going to just try again to shoot a crossbow, shoot a bolt into it, and hopefully this time she'll be lucky.
Okay,
So that
go
will
ahead.
be. Maybe this one is it. That is a 20.
That hits.
It's a 20. It's a 22 to hit. Yeah. Okay.
That definitely hits.
And she's going to get sneak attack for this, right? Because it's got enemies around it, which is
Yep.
good because that is what we need right now. So it's 7 piercing damage.
7 piercing. Okay.
And then she's got 3d6 to roll.
Uh-huh.
That is 9 sneak attack damage.
All right. Is that your turn?
I think actually what she might do is she's gonna try to move stealthily further back because she wants to. She's going to move to this corner here and stay low. Do you want me to roll a stealth for that?
No, that's all right.
Okay. And
Is that your turn then? Okay.
That is her turn.
All right. Eurus is going to. Yeah, he's going to do that. Let's see if that hits. Nope. Or does it? Oh, it does. Aha. All right. His gashes open up again, and that same reddish energy he summoned against the Chul sort of appears in the air. And the aboleth takes some damage. I don't think it's immune or anything. Nope, that's fine. All right. You see parts of it sort of wither away under the effect of whatever this spell has done.
Yeah.
All right. And that... In fact, Eurus is going to move 5 feet back as well. And that'll be Eurus's turn. All right. Oh, I forgot. He needs to take some damage from that tree. Okay. Alright, it's Grubbs' turn. For ease of everything, I'm going to say that Grubbs has the carpet. I feel that makes sense for him. So Grubbs is going to... He very much would like to stay in the water. So he is going to grab the carpet, and he, as a bonus action, is just going to throw it down onto the ground in front of him, onto the bank. I'll just make a little shape. There we go. There's the there's the carpet. And for his action, he might cure wounds himself. Honestly, you know what? I think he's earned that at 2nd level. So that would be 2 d8 and plus. Okay. A nice little bit of health back. What is his max health again? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. So, that is Grubbs' turn. Orphan, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, so here we are. Technically, at the start of Orphan's turn, for the past few turns, Orphan has been suspended in time above it. Right? So at the start of the turn, that's when he starts falling. During the fall, I'd like to, as a bonus action, activate a rage.
Okay. Sure.
And then land on it.
Uh-huh.
And
Alright, you land on top of
Yep.
the aboleth. I think you need to make some kind of...
Can I make a strength save to hold on to it?
Sure.
Nice, because I get advantage with those while I'm raging.
Smart.
Very nice.
This was
very
planned.
nice.
So that's a natural 20.
Hey.
Do I roll again for a good measure? It was an 18. A natural 20 and an 18, both plus.
Oh, yeah,
7.
you're fine. You are
27.
firmly. You sort of wrapped yourself around it. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh.
That is that's 11. However, I can add Bardic Inspiration to that, right?
Yes, you can.
I think I'm going to.
Okay.
1.
1. So a total of
12.
Okay. So you feel like this horrible mucus getting all over you. And it takes a moment, but then you find that you cannot breathe.
Oh.
You were just gasping for air, but you can't breathe.
Well, this round was going to go a lot better in my head than it wound up going.
So let me...
You can hold your breath for 1 minute plus your Constitution modifier, I think.
Yeah. 1
I was looking at it for
Constitution
Grimsby.
modifier, minimum of 30 seconds.
That's fine, that's like 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Plus his Constitution modifier is 4, so that's like a lot of rounds.
Are... 1 second. Oh my goodness, I'm rolling so badly with that dice today. Okay, so, I will let you know you are diseased for 1 hour. You can only breathe underwater.
Oh.
All right.
Oops.
But
Anyway.
you can hold breath though, right? For now, right?
Yeah, for now you can. Yeah.
Well, let's continue on with the plan then.
I'll
I
use
guess.
that same. Yeah.
So
All right.
we are going to attack it. Is it technically flanked?
I don't think you'll benefit from that because you're. In fact, yeah, sure, you can put that on because I mean, logically, it's got its hands, tentacles pretty full, so I feel like it makes sense that you would be able to get advantage on it. Sure.
That's 15 or 20. What's 15 plus 7? 22.
22 hits.
Nice. I'm going to roll damage. That is 14 plus 5 is 19, 21 damage.
Ooh.
21 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hit it again.
Okay. Go for it.
And that's 15 or 23.
The 23 will hit.
I didn't roll damage quite as good this time. It's 15, 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay. The creature is still up, but it is barely up. It is on its very last leg.
In that case, I'm going to attack it again.
Okay. Go for it.
That is 16.
That does not hit, unfortunately.
Well. Oh well. I guess that's his turn.
Okay. So now it's Estes' turn. Estes. Who all is diseased? You are.
Orphan Grubs.
Grubs is because he was attacked by the tentacles. Eurus is because he was attacked by the tentacles. Estes is going to take a step closer to Eurus, and he is going to cast Lesser Restoration on him. I think. Wait. Oh no, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So Estes reaches out and touches Eurus's arm, and then it seems that whatever effect had hold of Eurus is cured. So that's that. And then Estes is going to move up to Grubs. So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's gonna vibe. He's just gonna vibe right there. And now it's the Avalith's turn. Oh my, where is he going to... What's he gonna do?
Oh dear.
The Avalith is going to disengage.
Oh.
And it has a swim speed of 40 feet. Okay. So it is, first of all, going to move down 20 feet down into the water. Orphan, would you like to make a strength? Well, it's up to you. You can either just let go of it and let yourself float in the water, or you can make a strength check to see if you're able to keep hold of it when it's swimming downwards.
Is that a saving throw? Hold on, perchance.
Um.
In fact, I don't think it matters. I think I get advantage on both.
Okay.
So that is 23. Sorry, 22.
Ooh.
Okay, you managed to hold on. It moves down 20 feet, so its head is like 5 feet beneath the water, and then it's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. And that is its turn. No, it isn't. It's going to. No, it is. Yes, it is. That's right. All right, Farron. It is your turn.
Okay.
So the aboleth currently has submerged beneath the water again, and it appears to be retreating. The chuls are killed. The only enemy that you can see, anyway, is this one chul that's been following you around this whole time.
Okay, I think this will be the point where Farron's like, does anybody else see this thing? It's getting weird now.
Okay. I'll let someone respond to that as a free action right now. So if anyone overhears Farron asking that.
Grimsby's, I think, the closest, so he'll just say, "What are you talking about? No, the big thing under the water. Get that. Get that."
No, there's another thing like right next to me. It's been here the whole time.
Grimsby just gives her a very confused look.
Oh no, I'm going crazy.
Make, again for me, another investigation check.
Okay. I don't trust this die anymore. Okay. Investigation check. Oh my god, okay, I rolled a 19. And
Eee.
investigations +1, so that's 20.
All right. Okay, you turn to this thing, and you're just trying to think, what could it possibly be? Grimsby can't see it. Judging by everyone else's reactions, no one else can. And then it hits you. You understand all of a sudden why your spells have had no effect on it, and why message couldn't reach it, and why it's been acting so apart from everything. It's an illusion. And the second you realize that, the thing just disappears.
Ooh.
This is some trippy sushi down here.
Bad sushi.
All right, that investigation check was your action. But if you have any bonus actions you'd like to take, you could do that.
Oh man. This has been so trippy. Could I give some bardic inspiration to someone else that could use it?
Yes.
I mean, yeah? Okay. Oh, who do you think needs it the most right now?
You know, not to toot my own horn or anything, but maybe the guy who's holding on to it.
Oh yeah, I need to... the thing... Oh yeah, I need to scroll down. There we go. Yes. I will give Orphan some more.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Okay. The aboleth. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
And the aboleth, I keep forgetting it can do these legendary actions, but it's going to do one. It is going to kind of grab at its tail with Orphan, and it's going to make a tail attack at him.
Good luck.
To try and get it off. That is 22 to hit.
That hits.
Dealing...
As long as it's less than 40.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Ha! More like 10.
And let me check something. Okay. All right. Grimsby, you're up next.
Grimsby is going to look down at the water and take a deep breath and go, "Oh, fuck it." And he's going to fly under the water
All right.
Um,
Okay.
So
Okay.
he's sort of behind the aboleth. Is there any position he could get into that would get flanking benefit because Orthan's there, or would it not really count?
No, I don't think so.
That's
Because he's
fine.
like on top of its head, and yeah, I don't think so.
Nice. Well, he's going to fly under the water, and he's going to take 2
Okay.
attacks at disadvantage because he's underwater.
All right.
Ooh, that's not going to hit. And the second one, 9 plus 8, 17.
17 just hits.
Oh, nice. And that's 1d8 plus 8. 11 slashing damage to it.
11 slashing damage. Okay. How would you like to kill this thing?
Hey.
Nice.
I do not know. It's like grappling onto Orthan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sort of trying to like swiping
more the
and
other way
batting
around.
at him with its tail, trying to get him off.
Grimsby's gonna cut through the tentacle that's holding onto Orthan,
All right.
grab him by the scruff of the neck,
Yeah.
and then kick at the thing's head, and then shove the sword in one last time, yank it
Yeah.
out, and then fly out of the water.
Nice.
Isn't it more that Orthan's holding on to it than the other way around?
Either way. All right. You do just that. And with one final stab of your sword that sinks in right at sort of the base of its skull, you hear like a horrible scream, all of you echoing in your head. Shrill and piercing. And then it's dead. But it's not over yet. Could you make a Constitution saving throw for me, please?
Yes. Ooh, that's a 12.
All right. Then you are diseased for 4 hours.
Oh, great.
Or
You can breathe only underwater.
Ooh.
All right.
Also, when he kills it, all the flies that were around it go into the wounds, and it's like they're almost like feeding on it, and then they all come back and fly towards Grimsby and sort of get absorbed into him, and he gets 10 hit points back.
Nice. All right. All right. And with that, we come out of combat. The first thing Estes is going to do is heal, or rather, in fact, yes, he is going to Lesser Restoration Grubs. As with the... Yes, that's what he's going to do. Never mind, I don't have to explain myself, I'm the DM. He's going to Lesser Restoration Grubs. But yes, you are all out of combat. Grimsby, as you come flying out of the water, after just a couple of seconds, you can feel kind of like your lungs sort of just like gasping for air, and it almost burns, and you just can't breathe. And Orthan, you feel the same as you kind of come out of the water as well. You both just like feel this instinctive need to get underwater to breathe right now.
I don't know about Grimsby, but Orthan's gonna just kind of go ahead and do that, I think.
All right.
Grimsby's gonna go, oh, I hate water, and dive back under. But he's like floating upside down above water with just his head in the water.
Okay.
And he's got his arms crossed, and he looks very unhappy about the whole situation.
I think that's fair. All right. Could someone put on some beats? Some nice, chill, not battle beats? Just while I check something quickly about Eurus. All right. So who all is diseased?
Grimsby, Orthan, Grubbs, Eurus, I think.
Grubbs and Eurus have both been lesser restoration. All right. Eurus is going to swim over to the shore. And he is going to shout out, if anyone got touched by that thing, I know some magic that might heal it. And Grubbs, for his part, is going to go and sit on the shore and sort of recover after that ordeal. Estes, too, is going to come up and he's going to sort of sit down and try to catch his breath. What is everyone doing?
Bryn's going to check Gravox to see if he's dead.
Make a medicine check.
That was a nat 1.
You think? I mean, you're no healer, but he's not been dead for that long, so maybe
He's going to nudge him with
maybe
her
you
foot.
could bring him back. You nudge him with your foot, and nothing happens. There's no response.
He's going to look to, like, everybody else and just go, shit. Is this fixable? Is this reversible?
Grobs, when you fix them?
What?
That's Grimsby talking underwater.
It's like, Grimsby, stop trying to drown yourself and come here. That's what he's going to call out.
I can't talk or breathe out of the water. It's very annoying.
She's just going to shake her head. Well, thank you for blasting me earlier. That seemed to do the trick.
You deserve it.
What are friends for? She actually seems like quite warm about it. She's like happy that Grimsby was comfortable hitting her.
Grimsby's going to fly. Grimsby's going to first of all fly over to Farron and Orthan and see if they need a lift like out of the water or if they're happy to just swim. He's just going to drag Farron out of the water. And he's just going to like sit in the water with like the top, like his eyes poking out like a frog.
He's going to
Eurus
call out
is...
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Eurus, once you come closer, is going to sort of lean forward and he's going to cast Lesser Restoration on you, and you are no longer diseased.
Oh, thank
But
God.
you do have some of Eurus's blood on you now, so there's that.
Oh, thanks. Grimsby's going to get back on land and look like the most drowned rat to ever have drowned.
Arthur will go closer to the shore, and he'll say to Eurus,
I can't understand you, Orthan.
Can you fix him?
If I must, I suppose. He will reach forward and sort of, none too gently, sort of like grab like the top of Orthan's head and casts Lesser Restoration on him that way. And with that, he sort of collapses back against the rock, and you can see that he's looking pretty worn out himself, and it's covered in these cuts that are just seeping blood everywhere. And he sort of just holds up a hand and says, I'm probably about tapped out right now for spells. But is that everyone?
Yeah, I think so. Everyone breathing? Yeah.
Except Kanara. Oh dear.
Except Kanara and Gravox.
Yeah.
Well...
The
Oh, well.
oopsie on my part. I'm sorry, everyone. She's going to lean down now and search Gravox's body.
Search his body.
Yeah, she's going to search it for stuff they can use.
All right.
Grimsby will do likewise with Kanara.
Sure. Make investigation checks.
I mean, she doesn't deserve anything she finds, but still.
Just being practical.
13 for Grimsby.
13. Who are you searching again, Grimsby?
Kanara.
Kanara. Okay. You find on her just the weapons that she had, pretty much. She had a short bow, a long sword, and 2 daggers, but you don't manage to find anything else on her of interest.
Say that again, sorry? It cut out a little bit.
A short bow, a long sword, and 2 daggers.
He's going to take the short bow.
Okay. And what did you roll for Gravox, Bryn?
5.
A 5. You look him over, and you're able to like find his rapier easily enough. It's just strapped to his waist. And his hand crossbow as well is sort of clutched in his fist.
Is there any bolt that she can take?
Yes, there are 10 bolts.
She'll pick them up.
Mhm.
And again, just say, sorry. And to everybody else that she'll put her fingers up in air quotes, stabbed. Apologies again. That was not me, for the record. I have no control of that. But yes, sorry.
That's all right. I expect it was Eurus sort of gestures that thing. That
Yes.
whatever that was.
Yes. Just something came over me, and yes, apologies for stabbing you. I suppose you got lucky, though. I didn't stab you too badly.
He laughs a little grimly at that and says, I think I probably did more damage to myself.
Well, at least also, on the bright side, there's no witnesses, so no one's going to be mad at me. We should probably not mention to the remaining member of the guild that I offed Gravox, even if I didn't mean to.
Oh, look, just Grimsby kicks the body into the water. He drowned.
Yes.
At that, Grubbs is going to step forward and say, well, we should probably tell them something close to the truth.
Ooh, he got killed by a giant crab monster?
Bryn, dipped her rapiers in the water, washing them clean of his blood.
It is a shame. But, it wasn't you, Bryn. It was the thingy, the big tentacle thingy.
Well, yes, of course. Just my rapier, his blood. You know how that looks.
By the way, Farron, are you okay? You looked like you were fighting a small fly the entire fight. What was going on?
I still have no idea. I thought I was tripping.
Oh, maybe you got some water in your ear.
Yeah. Maybe swallowed a little bit too much Mr. Krabs water.
Ooh. Yes. Well...
It's an illusion. I hope.
Fingers crossed. Well, how do we all feel about maybe having a little sit down for a moment?
Yes.
I could that.
Perhaps cast Lennon's tiny hut on everyone and we can all get some rest.
Oh.
Or could I save that until later?
Well, yes. Do we want to bed down for maybe an hour, or do we want to properly recover? I could do either.
Me too.
I'm actually feeling quite healthy, to be honest. Grimsby flexes a little bit, and he has no wounds on him now.
Yes, the only wounds that were done to me were by you, Grimsby, funnily enough.
Ooh. How does it feel?
You did a good job, but it's only a scratch.
Well, I tried my best.
Thank you.
What about you,
Eurus... Oh, sorry.
Oh, and you, Eurus. Crispy pushes Eurus aside. And it's Orson, how are you?
It's bleeding on the ground, you just kick him.
Shut up.
I wouldn't say no to just a little sit down.
Works for me. Just a little one?
If I do that, HP and spells back, right?
Yes, so we could recover all of our spells and everything and get our, get some HP points back.
HP points? What are those?
Huh? Oh, no, you didn't. I said we could be healthier. Physical body.
You have to allow some time for scab formation.
Exactly. Scab formation is an important part of the healing process. Shall we then?
Yes, I will cast Layman's Tiny Hut.
All right, you do that. Just so everyone knows, Charles has just gotten back from work. In about 5 minutes, he's going to be popping in.
Oh, nice.
We won't go for too much longer, but it'd be nice for him to have a little bit of roleplay before we finish. All right, so Layman's Tiny Hut.
Nice.
Okay, so whereabouts are you casting that? It's a 10-foot radius, so it's quite big.
Have a look. Is there a bit more space a little further up?
Yeah. It'll take up like 20 feet each way. Radius is half of the circle, isn't it? I'm not crazy. So
Yes.
Grimsby's going to very quickly suggest, by the way, actually, well, I can still fly. I could quickly fly us all over to the other side if we wanted, before that runs out.
Yeah.
How do we feel? Just in
we could
case?
do that. We could set it up over there.
Shall we do that then?
Yeah.
Nice. Grimsby will begin sort of ferrying everyone over.
All right. Grubbs is going to take the flying carpet. I can't remember how many people that can carry, but at least a few people could get on that, and he will say the little activation word. And before too long, you're all safely across the lake on the other side.
How does Grimsby ferry people across? Does he have them over his shoulder? Does he have them clean to his ankle? Or does he hold them like the bride coming home?
He's not very strong, so I'd say for like anyone that's even slightly heavier than usual, he's like gripping his arms under their armpits, like slinging them across. For Orthan, he's carrying him like a baby.
As one would hope.
But yeah, I don't know if he can't carry Grubbs. Grubbs is too heavy for Grimsby to carry.
That's fine. Grubbs will come across in the carpet with anyone who can fit on it with him. All right.
Nice.
Okay. So you are all on the other side. Is anyone doing anything before you take a rest, or are you just going to go straight for... It's a short rest you were planning on taking, wasn't it? Or was it a long rest?
I thought it was a
I don't know.
I think it's a long one.
Okay, I'm trying to remember when the last time you had one of those was, but I think it was... Did you have one before you all came out? No, I don't think you did you?
Yeah, the last one we had would have been this morning, like when we woke up, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. Fair enough. Okay. A long rest it is. Is anyone doing anything before that?
Grimsby's drying all his clothes and objects, which have been soaked. And he's going to look very sad that all of the joints that he bought are ruined. And he's got all his books laid out, and he's trying to dry them off.
Okie dokie.
Bryn's going to comb her wet hair back. And yes. And just make sure all the water's tipped out of her boots.
Yeah. Same.
Getting comfy. All right. I am just going to quickly nip to the bathroom. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be 1 sec.
It's gone so quiet.
Yeah, sorry. My friends are coming round tonight after D&D to have a little drinky.
Oh.
So I'm just trying to coordinate that. I'm like, come a little bit later, and they're like, why? And I'm like, I'm doing something more important right now. Well, that was exciting.
Yeah.
I feel a little washed out.
Yes,
Feel like
likewise. Fingers
Was it-
crossed, it's
yeah.
all smooth sailing from here.
Oh yeah. There was a point in that fight where like it looked pretty grim. I was like, oh god.
Yeah,
Oh no.
I was fully expecting to die.
I had never been so unlucky.
Yeah.
My rolls, like Jesus.
Oh dear.
Oh
Bless.
wait. And it's the first time using like physical dice. That's so sad.
That's it. I know.
Ruined. I felt bad for Grubbs. There was a point where I was like, Grims is gonna swoop in and save Grubbs. But then I realized that he can't actually carry him at all. I was like, oh, never mind. Grimsby's gonna summon his little cat. Or is it, I can't even remember what animal it is right now. Well, he can do it as a ritual. It's gonna be a, what's a sea creature? A horseshoe
That's a good
crab.
question. What is a sea creature?
What is a sea creature? He'll make it a cat. He'll have the rat turn into a cat.
Does it look
It's like-
any less mangy than the rat, or is it?
It looks
like
very mangy. It's like a mangy black cat with like one eye and a torn ear. And
in
like
that
its
case,
tail is
yeah.
missing most of its fur.
Bryn's not going to touch it.
It's gonna keep going over to Bryn. Hello, Charles. I think that's Charles. Yes, it is Charles.
Hello.
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 Hi.
Oh, hello.
There we go. How was work?
Yeah. Sorry about work.
Oh, that's okay. No, work calls. We just fought a big, horrible sea creature and a bunch of little lobsters, and we all almost died, but we made it.
It was the
That's
first 2 hours 45 minutes of the session.
Yeah, we literally just killed it.
Excellent.
I will say I might have to head soon. But you guys are more than welcome. Yeah,
Hello.
they were gonna. Hello. I was saying,
Hello.
Zara, I have to head at past, but you guys are more than welcome to carry on.
No worries, we won't be on for much longer anyway. It's just if you guys want to like do any investigating of the cavern before you leave it, and we'll have time to. Well, everyone's had a long rest, so everyone will be nice and rested up. Hello, Charles.
Hello.
Is Charles there? Yeah. Hello. Before I forget, I'll just let you know what the situation with Brubs is. I wasn't sure what spells you had cast, but I'm pretty sure you had Cure Wounds and Healing Word, and that is all he used.
Excellent.
You have 2 of 4 level 1 spell slots left. And you have 1 of 3 level 2 spell slots left. And that's it.
Okay.
And you are on 35 health.
Did
Excellent.
you not get all that back in the Women's Tiny Hut?
Oh yeah, have you completed the long rest already? Because if so, then yes. If so, everyone's got everything back. I wasn't sure if you'd taken it while I was
Okay.
away or not. All right.
Oh,
Okay. So, is anyone keeping watch through the long rest?
Bryn will.
yeah, Grimsby will.
Okay. And Eurus will take the last watch. Alrighty. So who's taking the first one? Any preferences?
No, Grimsby will.
Okay.
17.
Okay. So you all settle down to get some rest. Grimsby, you're just keeping an eye on things while that's going on. And all seems quiet.
Nice.
You're not
For
disturbed.
flavour, Grimsby is like sitting there while everyone else is sleeping, and he's just petting the rat, which is now a cat. And he's just sort of watching the water, and he says to the cat, "What a mess we're in. They're a lot nicer than we thought they'd be, aren't they? That's going to cause problems." That's all.
Oh.
Okay. Alrighty. Bryn, do you want to take the next one, or do you want to take the final one?
You'll take the next one.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
That was 17 as well.
Okay, same thing. You're sitting around, just keeping an eye on things, keeping an eye over the lake to make sure no nasties come back. But it seems everything is fine.
Can she skim some stones?
Yes, you can. Make a dex check.
Can she? Which one can she do? Can she do acrobatics, or should she just do a straight dex? Or sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand, I will allow.
Ooh. Well, let's still. She only got an 8.
Okay. You try to skim some stones, and you get a couple that manage to hop a couple of ways. But overall, your success is not exactly overwhelming. All right. And finally, that brings us to Eurus, who rolled a natural 20. But once again, nothing seems to disturb the lot of you, and you pass those 8 hours in peace.
Whew.
All right. And just before Finn has to dash off, before you leave this area, does anyone want to look around? Because you've not really had a chance to do that yet. Just do an investigation of the area, or are you guys happy to just head on out of here, away from the stinky pool?
Let's do an investigation. This thing might have had treasure.
Yeah.
Sure. Alrighty. So are you checking in the water at all? Are you checking the aboleth? Are you checking just the land? What part are you checking?
Grimsby's not checking the water.
All right.
Someone else can do that.
I don't think Eurus is in a rush to either. So, none of the other NPCs are going to. They're just going to sit and wait. All right.
Arthur's just sleeping it off.
No worries. Okay, in that case, Grimsby, just go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Grimsby will say, because it's Grimsby, if no one actually does check the water, he will say, "Someone go in the water and check." But he's not doing it himself.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 12 for investigation.
A 12?
Yeah.
You cast your gaze around, checking the rocks for anything. You can't really find anything of interest, unfortunately. It looks like this place is fairly empty.
Nice.
Who is Grubs next to at the moment?
Let me see. Oh, this is Estes.
Oh, is he on the map? Sorry, I haven't looked close on the map.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're next to Estes, and then Orphan's not too far from you as well.
Am I still on the wrong map? I just see the dead ones.
Oh, we're
Where's
down
Alfred?
in
Is it
the
just
bottom
Alfred?
right of that map.
Oh, okay. Whoops.
Yeah. It's okay.
No
Okay.
worries.
Grubs is going to sort of do a sort of morning stretch next to the sort of closest person, and he's going to go,
Mhm.
that was an exciting day, wasn't it? Did you see the thing? It went, woo! I mean, it big claws and splash of water, and jumped over the swords, and very good stuff, wasn't it?
That's the most talkative you've been in a while, Grubs.
I'm not too keen on underground, you see, actually.
No, I don't blame you.
The water I don't mind, though. Did you say you wanted someone to have a look around underwater?
If you wouldn't mind, just in case there's any goodies.
Well, I suppose I can volunteer for this. I don't think Orphan would want to do it. I don't think doors like water. We could throw him in.
Oh.
though.
If you want, take this with you. And Grimsby's going to give him the cat and see if the cat can give him like health advantage.
Okay, all right.
Does the cat like going underwater? And where did you get a cat down here?
Don't worry about it, and it'll be fine.
Oh, okay then. That Gubbs will cast light on his staff and go for a little investigative swim.
All right,
Bryn will
go ahead
crawl after
and...
him.
Mm-hmm.
You see that aboleth down there? If you see any of its mucus, could you scoop a little up for me? And she'll just toss him like an empty. She'll be like, "Does anyone have like an empty vial or something? Because it could be very useful."
I do. Grimsby's going to hand her one of his.
Just scoop a little up for me. I could
Excellent.
make some use of that. Don't touch it, mind.
Okay.
Okay. So, can you make an investigation check for me?
Yes, I can. I got a 9.
A 9. Okay. So you head out into the water, and again, you have like a cursory look at the rocks. You can't seem to find anything. But then you dive down, and without great difficulty, you find the aboleth's body. Even with a 9, like its entire body is covered in this thick mucus. So easily enough, you are able to harvest a vial of that. So you now have 1 vial of aboleth mucus. And Grubs, I would say from your experience of like living in Inyast and, you know, given what people you knew did for work and things like that, I would think that as you're looking at it, at this aboleth, you would think that if you took the time, you could probably harvest quite a lot of it, and it would be quite useful. But other than that, you don't really find anything of great use down here. So you get your vial of aboleth mucus, and you head on back to the surface.
Okay.
I assume.
Yes, yeah. How does the cat react?
To which part?
Going underwater.
I would say it's not thrilled about it. But being not an actual cat and just a summoned creature, it deals with it in a way that you don't think a cat would. But, you know, it doesn't seem to love it.
Okay. Yeah, Gubbs will come out of the water. I'm sort of imagining a parody of those adverts where someone will sort of come out of the water and it'll go slow motion, they sort of flick their hair around and stuff. Except it's just sort of this old man and he's sort of trying to get water out of his wrinkles and water sort of falls out of his shell. And...
With a wet cat on it.
Yep, like a toupee.
I love it. As soon as you're out of the water, the cat just like hops off and is like shaking itself off in disgust and goes over to Grimsby.
Grimsby gives it a lot of cuddles.
I didn't see much of use, I'm afraid, but here's a vial for you, Bryn.
Thank you.
Perhaps don't drink it, though.
Oh no, I don't intend to. I'm going to dip my bolts into it.
I will pop into the items chat and the entry for your mucus. There's no other way to put that.
He's gonna pop it in for a belt and just be like, "Yeah, I got a poison." That's what she thinks.
There you go.
Ooh.
Let me just look.
Oh my god.
Wait, what does this do?
It makes people not be able to heal unless they're underwater. And they take damage if they're outside of water for too long. And they can only...
That's insane.
Oh no,
Wait,
they
so
don't have to breathe underwater.
do you have to ingest this?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, that makes it even more interesting what she could do with it then. Oh dear.
Ooh, gross.
Oh, what's the little kid's name called again?
Juniper?
Juniper, that's right.
You
What?
do not turn him into a fish person.
No, but like we can get him to. You know how his brother's been giving him trouble.
Oh yeah, we can poison his
we
brother.
can get
and make him a
we
fish
can get
person.
him to poison his brother.
And give him fish disease.
Yeah.
Well, I think now that you guys have swept the room and everything, we will call it there for the night.
Woo. Thank you so
Sounds
much,
good.
Zara. That was really good. Oh
I
my
hope
God,
you
that's
all enjoyed.
scary. Very much.
I'm sorry I wasn't
was-
able to be there for the start of it.
So,
That's all right. I'm glad you could join us at least for a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you all had a good time.
Very good.
That was really good.
Oh,
So much.
I'm excited to get back into it. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm excited for next time.
That was a terrifying fight.
Good, that was the idea. I was surprised no one went down in the end, but I think Eurus was kind of there and was the closest thing. So, meat shield Eurus. Meat shield
Thank
Eurus.
you, Eurus.
It probably doesn't help that he sort of eviscerates himself to attack people.
It doesn't. It really doesn't. But you know, such is life. Yeah, he does like for every spell he casts, it deals 4 times the spell level damage to him. So it kind of adds up. But you know, he's just a silly little man. It's fine.
What's his like class? Is it homebrew?
It's a homebrew, yeah. It's a homebrew for a blood mage.
Oh, am I allowed to look at that, or is that cheating?
Yeah, you can look at that. For all I know, it's like OP, but oh well.
that's less
Cool.
important when it's an NPC.
That's exactly.
Exactly.
I was just kind of like, I just want to make him cool and edgy. So who cares? It's I sent that. I've PM'd you with the link to the
Oh, thank
homebrew
you.
page. That's all right. It was the one. It was the best one I could find. I went through a few that were like clearly very broken, but this one seemed not crazy, which is nice.
Nice.
Right. Well, thank you all very much for playing. And hopefully in a couple of weeks we can have another session. We'll see how everyone's schedules align